It is time to watch Lord of Mysteries, episode 9. Last episode was really funny and silly until it suddenly derailed into sadness and sorrow. Poor old Neil. He's all alone now. I wish he was closer to the Nighthawks, and maybe he is actually. Maybe he spends lots of quality time with them in all the skipped content. That's my only hope. I'm a bit worried for him now, because he's been stripped from pretty much everything that was sacred to him, that he deeply valued. I'm worried that the show is gonna kill him off. Maybe he's gonna do something careless. Put himself in danger now that he feels like he's got nothing to lose. I definitely don't want him to die. He's one of the more likable characters of this show for me, at least. I noticed an interesting parallel after watching the latest Chibi episode. Actually, I realized that both Neil's friend who died and Mr. Hangman are from the same organization, Mandated Punishers, I'm pretty sure, and they're also from the same pathway, Sailor, and even of the same sequence 8, Folk of Rage. So I wonder if they actually knew each other. That would be interesting. I think it would be cool if they were friends and now Mr. Hangman would want to investigate his death. Perhaps he knew what he was up to, who he was following, what he was involved in. Also, as I was watching last episode, during the scene of Klein getting caught by the rope and getting spinned around and crying tears of horror, I remember thinking how that is really unlucky and also ironic, because he called himself the King of Yellow and Black who wields good luck. But then he collided with the Out of Control Beyonder and brought him down, and even Leonard seemed surprised by it. So I wonder if it was actually part of the luck that Klein manifested by giving himself that name in the Tarot Club, where the Grey Fog seems to bring to life what he wishes for. Now that I think about it, it was also very lucky when Miss Justice prayed to Klein when he was completely overwhelmed by the enemy and desperately needing to be saved. So maybe it was no coincidence, but again, him being lucky by design. And now I'm interested if it's gonna happen more and to a bigger extent, so I'm definitely gonna be on the lookout for it. I also wondered about Mr. Isaac's relation to Death. Death is a tarot card, I'm pretty sure, so could it be sequence 1 or 0 of his pathway, which is Corpse Collector? Maybe there's God of Death or something like that, or an angel or a demigod, I don't know. It would definitely make sense and fit the overall theme. Also occurred to me that maybe Leonard is still sequence 8 and not advancing further, even though the Holy Cathedral has the entire sleepless pathway, is because he is struggling to digest the Midnight Poet potion due to being a shit at writing poetry. I hope that's actually true, because that's funny to me. And the last thing I wanted to mention is that I forgot to talk about the oracles both after episode 7 and before episode 8, so I'm talking about them now. It was mentioned that they're connected to the alphabet letters, which makes sense, except that there are 26 letters in English alphabet, but the 22nd oracle is the letter Z. Other 26 oracles and the letters are out of order, or other 22 oracles and some letters are skipped. I'm inclined to believe that there are 22 of them because there are 22 tarot cards in major arcana, I'm pretty sure. But I also wonder if those letters correspond to first letters of people's names, like maybe family names. In that case, could Oracle 22, Mr. Z, be a descendant of the Zaratul family? Or even the same Zaratul that Roselle knew? Maybe he achieved a longer lifespan, or even something akin to immortality, advancing through the seer pathway, kind of like Mr. Isaac. I don't know. Regardless, I'm really excited to watch this, so I think I'm gonna do that. I don't want it to end. Like, even this season, I don't want it to end. Is this his report on things that happened? Oh no, the music turned ominous. I bet it's a misdirection. Or maybe not. Oh my god. Is it another Beyonder? What is happening? Oh my god. I did think that it kind of sounded like her, but I wasn't sure. Oh no. Her powers are really visually cool. Oh my god. Oh my god. She is scary and also pretty smart. Yeah. Damn. Could be both. Oh my god. It's nice of her to warn him. Oh my god. I wanna know his secrets. They couldn't figure this out just with common sense. Damn. Oh no. What now? The person arrived from the Holy Cathedral. Oh my god. Even Dawn is scared. Are they related? For some reason they kind of look similar to me. That's a bit of an overkill. They're treating him like he's already a proven criminal. It's a cool name. Ooh, spirit warlock. Oh my god.
他会亲自参与序列8的谨慎考察。如果只是从窥密人格是。你为什么要将这些
？Will Grey Fog protect his secrets?
我们是要共同面对危险的伙伴，我想不到任何理由隐瞒。
Or will he just dance around it?
没有。
你有没有受到恶魔的诱惑？你有没有隐瞒？
Absolutely. Oh my god. He passed, right?
没事吧，克莱恩？
不用担心，各位，你们的队友对魔药的掌握非常优秀，已完美通过考察。现在的同伴情谊比很多人都强。那就是
Jesus.
2个月就申请晋升，我还是第一次见，就加了。
可真是谢谢您的款待了，阁下。
好了，让我们回到正题。
That's a cool sword.
所有人把手放在圣物上，跟着我诵念，订立你们的。
This is very cultish. I like that the two of them hesitate.
我以我的真名和我的灵性相依为命，
和我的灵性。从现在开始，绝对不会泄露发言法。
How does it work? Like, if they do reveal it, would it immediately detect that they did and report on them? Yes. I like the colors, kind of like clowny surface colors.
毒碱是3滴。
Human-faced rose? I want to see that. Oh my god, I'm so excited. He's gonna be even more of a clown than he usually is.
专业的占卜家。
Oh, here we go again. Oh my god. That was easy. The first one was a bit of a rough journey. Nice.
接下来我说的，你务必要记住，一语或者嘶喊，也故意传达的充满恶意的内容。如果这条途径还属于某个邪恶存在，一旦被污染，极容易失控。
Tainted.
加途径的高序列强者。身体变轻盈了，敏捷和力量都增强了不少。
He's gonna catch her. Oh my god. His speed is crazy.
克莱恩，你完成晋升啦！
感觉怎么样？
Oh wow. He can see the future, like immediate future. Oh wow, that's insane.
想的更多，还有其他的吗？
Oh my god, fail.
有病！看来空气弹之类的技能，至少得训练7以上。
Unfortunate. Are there gonna be any letdowns? Like any flaws to this? Downsides?
居然用纸都能有这样的威力，好厉害！
And they say that the seer pathway is not meant to be offensive.
克莱恩2个月升到序列8，我努力个1年半载的，应该也行吧。
It's nice that he's inspiring others. Oh my god. Is he just coughing like residuals from sort of a spirituality use ritual, or is he sick? He is sick. I look like a ghost. Could it be his wife?
从窥秘人格言里找灵感，但一直没能走到正确的路上。我请客。啊？让我想想，你们都喜欢。
Oh, he's trying to get closer to them. Or is it like Last Supper? Is he sensing that he's dying from that illness?
甜冰茶。面包房新出的饮品。
多大了还喜欢甜？这种时候啊。
Oh my god, he wants another drunk drinking partner.
还是那个老女孩。
I think that's a facade. He's definitely suffering. Or maybe he's just like trying to look on the bright side of things. Oh yeah, it's that order that was obsessed with knowledge and had knowledge like personified. Moonlight Sonata again?
还不知道他能弹一首好琴。
这琴声听起来有些孤独。
Not just light.
我觉得以后
It's very depressing. Oh no, was he attacked?
尼尔先生，是我，克莱恩。
It's a cool construction. Did he collapse? Or... Why is this so sinister?
你一起去餐厅。啊。
Oh, he's not doing well.
那个，我。
Are they reminded him of his old group?
能打扮，尼尔先生，快出来吧。
不行，今天不行。
Oh my god. Oh my god, what if he's gonna turn it into an out of control beyonder?
去吧。
老妮儿，怎么了？
啊不，不是什么惊喜。
Oh no.
你没事，我们立刻就。
Did he perform some sort of forbidden ritual or something? Did he try to bring his wife back? Is it what Klein saw? I don't know what's going on anymore. Oh no. He's losing control.
就看一眼。
Is this really wise to be pushing him? Did they go to get something? What could it be? Maybe he's gradually getting out of control and there's still something that I can do before it's too late and he's too far to the point of no return.
我有点搞砸了。
Was he trying to advance to the next sequence?
看看，或许我们能帮到你。是啊，让我们看你一眼，只要没什么。
Oh my god. Oh my god. Dunn is so calm and collected. No. That's good. Keep it that way. Is it already too late for him?
我们认识时，我知道你没有大问题，只是生病了。必须要亲眼看了，才能安心。真不是，我向女神发誓。
He has such a nice, non-confrontational attitude.
好吧。
你们看，我真的没什么问题。
He can still be saved, right?
一直在吵。
你知道了，告诉你们也没什么。
His wife.
杀你死！
Yeah.
我走在正确的路上。20年前我没能拯救他，但现在，这和经验去完成这一切。我竟然没能从亏迷人。
He's been gathering all this knowledge. I feel like it should have helped him with acting and advancing to the next sequence.
我错过了最好的机会。他们就回去吧。
杀死他。
My god. Probably some bloody sacrifices.
生命炼成，我将为他准。再从灵界召唤来他的灵魂，让灵与肉重新合一。
How is he gonna make that body?
是的，非常棒，老娘。
当然。不断在我的耳边描述。
Oh no. Oh god. That makes sense. But was it just him hallucinating or did he actually come in contact with him? Oh my god. He still has some human features, okay? Maybe he's not beyond saving. Oh my god. This is awful.
放我离开！求你们了！
先生，
Wait, is it the clown? Oh. I thought it was that clown object and they wanted to, like, I don't know, choke old Neil out. This is definitely better. Yes, it's working. No. You just lost and hurting. Oh, you're hurting yourself, and they're your friends, and they care, and they want to stop you.
你还记得我曾经救过你吗？洛阳，你挽回家人的生命吗？
Wait, are they still gonna shoot him? Is he still too far gone?
天的孝道，我会进入深山，我不会出现，求你们了。相信我，我今晚就离开，不会有任何麻烦。
Don't do it. Surely they can do something for him. He still has his mind. He can still be saved. Must be so much harder when they're not like fully gone, when they're still in a way present there. When they don't look fully a monster and they still talk to you and even beg you to spare them. What was that? Is it his diary? Is it that recipe he was talking about? And he said he got it from the sage? Could it even achieve what he wanted? Was it all bullshit or was it something else? Oh my god.
疲惫的魂体停止漂泊，
把它和甜蜜的静默，
我们的挚友并肩作战的同伴，
愿长夜繁星闪烁，
归最初的处境，唯一的归宿。
I don't even have anything to say. This is so sad and unfair. Also, this is beautiful. I hope this is true. I hope that they reunited.
也是一具时刻对抗着危险和疯狂的。
That's bittersweet. Oh my god. That kind of wrecked me. I don't think I actually spilled tears, but they're there. They're definitely there. In my eyes and also even in my nose. That was devastating. They didn't even get to have their little get-together, their last supper, their last chance to just spend some quality time in the company of each other, say their goodbyes without even realizing it's their goodbyes. I think it's kind of interesting that he was doing what he was doing on the day that he planned to have that get-together with them. I wonder if he forgot but because he was so out of it, or maybe it was intentional. Could he have actually planned it that way? Maybe on some level deep down he wanted them to stop him, especially if something went wrong. Maybe if everything went how he wanted it to go, then he would have been fully fine and he would have just joined them for that get together. But in case that something went wrong and escalated and he became a danger to himself and others, maybe he wanted them to be present for it, so he orchestrated it that way so they would come and get him and catch him if things went south. I really like that idea actually. I hope that maybe it's somehow the case, because it would really show that old Neil was a really smart and thoughtful and caring person, and that's always the vibe I've gotten from him. But yeah, I wonder if the hidden sage actually came in contact with him, or has he been just going insane and hallucinating stuff? And that recipe that Klein found written down, again, I wonder if it's bullshit or if it can actually accomplish a creation of a body that doesn't age, as well as putting a soul into it, just basically resurrection and immortality in a way. Or maybe it is a recipe for something else entirely, and the hidden sage was using old Neil to achieve something through him. I was so excited for Klein becoming clown. It was really interesting to see his new powers, and I'm sure there are still others that haven't been explored yet. A part of me even was thinking during the old Neil situation that maybe Klein is gonna do something with his new powers, maybe somehow apprehend him and calm him down, or anything at all. I was in denial to the very end. Like when they used those strings on him to like pacify him, I was like, hell yeah, he is saved. Thank God that they have that. It's just people were sent to retrieve it. So much time and effort was spent on it, and they kept like showing glimpses of that operation, and I was like, they're on a very important mission. They're trying to save him, because if they wanted to just kill him, they would just shoot him. It would probably still not be that easy, but I feel like all of them together could have gotten him with their powers. But yeah, no, unfortunately that was just to calm him down enough so that they could easily dispose of him, which is really tragic. And like I said, it's just so extra fucked up and extra hard when the person is still lucid enough to be talking to you, to try to reason with you, to remind you of who they are, as well as beg for their life. That is heartbreaking. I'm really impressed with Captain Dunn and how he is capable to maintain that collected facade and do what needs to be done while he's clearly suffering. It's clearly affecting him. Like after it was done, his lips were wobbling, like his eyes were hidden, but I'm sure that he was at least on the verge of crying, if not crying. But he had to be strong and appear strong and act strong because he is the leader, and also because he had to do it for his subordinates. He had to do it for old Neil himself, because if old Neil was fully lucid and fully himself, he definitely wouldn't have wanted that. He wouldn't have wanted that for himself or anyone in his life. He would have wanted his friend, his colleague, to end his suffering. In his desperation, he was begging to be let go, but if he could think clearly, I'm sure he would understand that that's not feasible and that's not the way to go. That's not a solution. But yeah, that was really sad. To see Klein crying like that, he was clearly becoming pretty close with old Neil. I do appreciate that they actually like stayed with that story and with old Neil after what happened to his friend, instead of just switching to something random and maybe then eventually picking it back up. It feels natural and organic to just follow his story. But I do wish that, of course, overall there was more time spent with him, and that I wish that he wouldn't die at all. Of course, he was a great character. I think he added this like fatherly or grandfatherly dynamic and vibe to the whole group. I like his relationship with Klein, just with everyone else overall too. In the beginning, I mentioned that I'm worried about him, that I fear that he's gonna die, and that's exactly what happened, and I'm not at all happy that I predicted it. Honestly, now I think back on, I think it was episode 2 when old Neil was introduced, and when Klein saw those eyes behind him, as well as this, I think it was white silhouette that just disappeared. Old Neil said that the eyes were like residual of a ritual, and the silhouette was something that just like hallucination that you see when your spirituality gets exhausted. But I always wondered about that, and now I'm back to wondering about that. Now with all the extra context given, I wonder if he lied and those eyes were actually like the eyes of the sage he's been in contact with, and that silhouette was either the sage or the soul of his wife that he was trying to get to. My guess would be, oh my god, I paused on the ending and it screamed into my ears. Sorry. Jesus, I need to stop flailing my hands and arms like I'm clown myself. Anyways, I was saying, while I was watching the episode and Klein saw that silhouette, like now I think that it might be the same silhouette. He saw it next to old Neil or behind him or something like that. I thought it might have been his wife, but now I think that it might be the sage. I am definitely leaning more towards him actually being in contact with him and not just making it all up because he's going crazy. This is also interesting to me, but also so sad. I haven't even spent that much time with old Neil in the show, and I'm really affected by his passing, because he was such a relatable and human character. He was really likable, and what happened to him was absolutely tragic. It's impossible for me to not feel something in response to it. It's such a human tragedy. It's like he lost everyone, and he lost his wife first and foremost, and he was unable to save her then, and he's been trying to save her ever since, to bring her back no matter what. And for 20 years he was just failing and failing and failing, and eventually just destroyed him, and his own friends and colleagues had to take him out. It's horrible. It was a beautiful episode though. The music, the visuals, the dialogue, and just seeing everyone so affected and just heartbroken. Great episode. I honestly expected that everything is gonna be moving fast and be related to the main plot, and I guess with Sage being involved you could say that maybe it is, but it just still was very human story dedicated to old Neil and his character, and I thought it's gonna be either the start or like preparation for the doomsday or something like that, like the cogs and the wheels would start turning in that direction. But no, instead the show actually paused in a way and let you spend more with characters and their lives and their relationships perhaps you could say that old Neil just losing everything and us learning more about him and him dying and learning about what he was trying to do for the first time ever, that it might be a bit rushed. And I do think it would have been better if there was more time spent with him and more breathing room around it, as well as more clues of what he was doing. But I do understand the time constraints that the show has, and I respect it, and I think that they're doing the best they possibly can, and it is still very great. Yeah, I love this episode, but it did upset me to say the least. I hope I don't sound too depressed. I'm trying my best here. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. If you did, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and maybe a comment. Rest in peace, old Neil. Bye.